Hi students. So in this video we are going to deal about chemical bonding and molecular structure, particularly in the topic geometry and the structure of molecule. This topic is very essential because nowadays the need questions are asked from this portion. Hmm? So first we are going to see about the structure of the molecule. So structure of the molecule is based on arrangement of atoms in a molecule. Then we can find the structure of the molecule by knowing the number of bonding pair and lone pair. Okay, I have given one for example water molecule. Here there are two bonds, so two bonding pairs. Then there are two lone pairs. Okay, so by finding bonding pair and lone pair we can find structure of the molecule. By using this table column I have given, we can find the structure. So if bonding pair is 2, lone pair is 1, the structure is linear. If bonding pair is 3, lone pair is 0, the structure is diagonal planar. Okay, so bonding pair is 2, lone pair is 0, the structure is linear. Bonding pair is 3, lone pair is 0, the structure is trigonal planar. Bonding pair is 2, lone pair is 1, the structure is V shape or bend shape. Okay, I have given one table, so you pause this slide and you can copy it. It is very important. By knowing this table only we can answer for the questions. Okay, then next one is geometry of the molecule. So the geometry of the molecule is based on the arrangement of atoms as well as lone pair of electrons around the central atom. Then by knowing the hybridization number we can know hybridization. Based on the hybridization we can know the geometry. Okay, so for hybridization number 2, the hybridization is sp, geometry is linear. For the hybridization number 3, a hybridization is sp2, the geometry is diagonal planar. So hybridization number 4, hybridization sp3, geometry is tetrahedral. So up to 7 I have given. Okay, you copy it. Then how to find hybridization number? In order to find geometry of the molecule we must know hybridization number. For finding hybridization number I have given the formula here. H, here H is hybridization number, that is equal to half into V plus M plus A minus C. V is number of valence electrons of central atom. What is V? V is number of valence electrons of central atom. M is number of monovalent atoms. So you must keep in mind, okay, monovalent, number of monovalent atoms, that means the atoms which can make only one bond with the central atom. Okay, so number of monovalent atoms are taken here. Then A, that is a charge of anion, and C, charge of cation. If the ion is anion, so we must take the number of negative charge, or if the ion is cation, we must take the number of positive charge. For neutral molecules, A and C will be 0. Okay. So it is very important to keep in mind that M is number of monovalent surrounding atoms. Here one example is given, ammonia. Hybridization number is equal to half into V plus M plus A minus C. So half into, what is the valence electron of nitrogen? Here nitrogen is central atom, hydrogen is surrounding atom. So valence electron of nitrogen 5, good. How many atoms are around, how many monovalent atoms are around nitrogen? 3. Okay, hydrogen is monovalent, so here 3 hydrogens are there, so 3. It is neutral molecule, so A and C becomes 0. So half into 8 equal to 4. For hybridization number 4, hybridization is sp3 and geometry will be tetrahedral. So what is the geometry of ammonia? Tetrahedral. Then we have to find bonding pair and lone pair for finding structure, isn't it? Then how to find bonding pair? So I have given one formula here. Bonding pair is equal to number of surrounding atoms. Here number of surrounding atoms, not number of monovalent surrounding atom. Okay, note that word, number of surrounding atoms. The atoms may be bivalent, the atoms may be trivalent, the atoms may be monovalent. So we have to know so number of atoms only. But in this formula for M, we have to find number of monovalent atoms only. Good. So here bonding pair equal to number of surrounding atom. In ammonia, surrounding atom is 3, so bonding pair is 3. For lone pair, so lone pair equal to hybridization number minus bonding pair. So we know hybridization number is 4, bonding pair is 3 equal to 1. So for ammonia, so in ammonia there are 3 bonding pairs and 1 lone pair. So the structure is pyramidal. Clear? So the geometry is based on hybridization number and hybridization. The structure is based on bonding pair and lone pair. Clear? Let us move to next slide. Then PCl5. So H is equal to of valence electron of phosphorus 5. Good. So number of monovalent surrounding atom 5, because Cl is monovalent. It can give only one bond with other atoms. Okay, then is it the positive ion? No. Is it negative ion? No. So A and C becomes 0. So hybridization number is 5. The corresponding hybridization sp3d. Corresponding geometry trigonal pyramidal. Okay. Here bonding pair. So bonding pair is equal to number of surrounding atom. So here number of surrounding atom 5. Okay, bonding pair is 5. Lone pair is equal to hybridization number minus bonding pair. Hybridization number 5, bonding pair 5. So lone pair is 0. So if bonding pair is 5 and lone pair is 0, the structure is diagonal bipyramidal. So for PCl5, geometry as well as structure, okay, are similar. Okay, then next XeOF4, xenon oxyfluoride. Okay, H is equal to 1 by 2 V plus M plus A minus C. Okay, what is V? Which is central atom. Xe, xenon. Xenon is central atom. O and F are surrounding atoms. Okay, so valence electron of central atom xenon. It is under noble gas, 18th group. Okay, 8. There are 5 atoms, 1 O and 4 F. So we need number of monovalent atoms. Oxygen is bivalent. It can form 2 bonds. So we don't need this. So we need number of monovalent. Okay, yes, F. So F is forming only one bond. Okay. So here monovalent atoms, fluorine number 4. Are you clear? For M, we must take only number of monovalent atoms that surround the central atom. So 4, good. Is it cation? No. Is it anion? No. So A and C becomes 0. So H is equal to 6. So hybridization number for XeOF4 is 6. Then corresponding hybridization sp3d2. Then corresponding geometry octahedral. So geometry of this compound is octahedral. Then bonding pair. So bonding pair is equal to 5. Yes, bonding pair is equal to number of surrounding atom. Here number of surrounding atom 1O and 4F. So total number of surrounding atom 5. So bonding pair is 5. For lone pair, hybridization minus bonding pair. Hybridization number 6. Bonding pair, okay, 5 equal to 1. So we have bonding pair 5, lone pair 1. So the structure is square pyramidal. Are you clear? Good. Then now I have compared POCl3 and CO3 2 minus. Okay, for hybridization of into number of valence electron for central atom. Here central atom is phosphorus, no O. Okay, so here the central atom is phosphorus, not O. So 5. Number of monovalent atom. O and Cl are surrounding atoms. O is bivalent, so we must ignore that. Only Cl is monovalent, so number of Cls are 3, so we must take that. So hybridization number is 4. sp3 hybridization, geometry is tetrahedral. So bonding pair is equal to total number of surrounding atom. Okay, O and Cl3, 1 O and 3 Cl, 4. So bonding pair is equal to 4. Lone pair is equal to H minus Bp. That means 4 minus 4 here, 0. So for POCl3, geometry is tetrahedral and structure also tetrahedral. For CO3 2 minus, H is equal to half. Valence electron of central atom per carbon valency 4, valence electron 4 plus monovalent atom. Is there monovalent atom? No. There are 3 oxygens, but oxygens are bivalent, so no monovalent atoms are there. So monovalent atoms 0. This is anion, so there are 2 minus, so we must take 2, then minus 0. So cationic charge becomes 0. So hybridization number 3, corresponding hybridization sp2, corresponding geometry trigonal planar. So bonding pair is equal to number of surrounding atom. How many number of surrounding atoms are there? 3. Okay, lone pair 0. So trigonal planar geometry, structure is also trigonal planar. Good. So here isostructure compounds. Okay, you see CO2 and XeF2. So if you calculate hybridization, the geometry of CO2 is linear, the structure is linear. For XeF2, geometry is trigonal bipyramidal, structure is linear. Okay, so CO2 and XeF2 are having similar structure. So CO2 structure is linear as well as XeF2 structure is also linear. So these two compounds are isostructural compounds. Then isogeometry. So I have taken here methane and ammonia. Okay, so if you calculate hybridization number, both are having 4. So both are having tetrahedral geometry. So these are isogeometry compounds. But based on the bonding pair, lone pair, ammonia is having tetrahedral structure. Sorry, methane is having hexagonal structure. Ammonia is having pyramidal structure. So methane and ammonia are isogeometry compounds. Clear, students? Good. I have given some examples. Okay, you copy it and work out it. So this type of questions are asked nowadays in the examination. Okay, good. Thanks for watching. Then if you like this video, please share to your friends, and if you need any improvement in this video, you comment. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye, Bala.